Hello and welcome to this review of Martell VS Fine Cognac. In 2017 it was rebranded as Martell Single Distillery Cognac. Originally it was called Martell 3-Star Cognac, and this one still has the 3 stars. I'm not sure if the new label does. There's 3 mallets in the label. A company established in 1715 by an immigrant to France from the island, the British Crown island of Jersey. It is today under the control of Pernod-Ricard of France, who got it from Seagram's when Seagram's fell apart in 2000. All right, there are a few video reviews of this. Unfortunately, I noticed that most of them are not in English. They're in Russian, Portuguese, some Asian languages. So I don't know how popular this is in the United States. I do see it around. These bottles I got for $5.50 a piece. You got the deal if you got both. If you had to buy 2 bottles, so you got them for $5.50 a piece. It's a good deal more expensive per ounce normally though. So I got this at Savannah Discount in Marrero, Louisiana. A fantastic liquor store and convenience store located on Louisiana Highway 45 northbound. There's a whole wide variety of Martell cognac brandies. This will be the introductory level, the VS, very special, very smooth, depending on what you want to call VS, just like VSOP. They say on their website that they're the only big cognac company that takes totally clear grapes that have been filtered to perfect clarity and then distilled. And they say they age these in toasted barrels, which is lightly charred barrels in the cognac region of France. And the minimum age is 2 years. So is this a 2-year aged brandy? Cognac brandy? Probably. Does it have coloring added to give it a darker color? That could be the case, because after 2 years in a lightly toasted barrel, I don't know if you get that dark of an appearance. I don't think you would. Is cognac and other brandy allowed to be colored? Yes, it is, unlike straight bourbon whiskey, for example. Never before had it. I've done a number of brandy reviews, American and French, including cognac, but not just cognac. I've done some other French brandies from other regions. Okay, so really hefty alcohol legs, and it's clear and copper. I'm looking at it compared to this American blended whiskey. It's so much darker. I don't know. All right. Oh, put some scores here. Like, oh, and it's double distilled. They said twice distilled in that super filtered clear grapes. Distiller.com gives it an 87, a B, I would call that. But Proof 66, their scores average to 63. So, but not many scores, so not many reviews on that site. And I'll be curious to see the video reviews, the ones that I can understand. Spicy. So it's spicy and very, there's a very mellow oak. There is the oak, charred oak, lightly toasted oak. Now they were talking on the website how they'll start with a light toast, and then for other expressions they'll go darker, 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 darker. And of course age it longer, longer, longer. And then they say on the website it's all about the blending. They blend the different barrels together at, in this case, a single distillery. But they say that's why they had these trained people. They gotta get it right. And some people look down on blended liquors, but that's a big part of it, and it takes a great expertise from what I've been noticing and reading about. So it's a rich nose. There's some candy, rock candy, caramel. And maybe some kind of peppery note. Yeah, there is pepper. Some French brandies, cognac or otherwise, I don't care for the nose because they have like a turned fruit. Be like, wow, it's fruit that's starting to go off, turning rancid. But this one is not evidencing anything like that. And I read unofficially, I didn't see on their website, they didn't talk about this as far as the year of origin. They said like over 150 years ago this came out, like maybe the 1860s as 3-star, but I don't know. Now for the some other expressions on there, they'll give the dates, like the Cordon Bleu and the XO and so on. And once again, it's 40% alcohol. The initial things you get are the peppery spices, the spiced apple, the cinnamon and nutmeg. It doesn't contain anything like that. It's not a flavored brandy like the Corbel XS is a flavored brandy. This one is just the grapes. But it's pretty exquisite for a base model, right? Almost like the pears with the cinnamon sprinkled. Some kind of fruit skin, light char, and oak, and a little vanilla. The mouthfeel is low medium. It's light-ish at least, light to medium on the mouth. Like I say, low medium. The finish. Oh, and as you would expect, like most of these liquor companies, on the website they'll have different highballs you can make. It's a whole cocktail section. It kind of hangs around a little bit. So if you don't care for a lingering finish, it might bother you. But what's lingering is nice. Yeah, there's a little alcohol burn. It is 80 proof, 40%. But it's mellow overall. The whole overall feature is mellowness. I was reading some comment review. I haven't read the whole thing. It was kind of disparaging, saying, "Oh, this is just like French brown vodka." Blah, 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 blah. But I say no. I'm saying no, no, no. Is it their most deluxe expression? No, I wouldn't have gotten that for $5.50 a bottle, 200 milliliter bottles. But it's a really nice product, and I was so glad I got such a deep discount on it. Oh yeah, because if you calculate by ounce or milliliter, this would have been, if I'd have gotten this at this price, a $7.50. I think it would have been $20.63. But I've been noticing the prices. I was looking at some online liquor stores. I think the lowest was 26 or 30, and then Specs had it for $36.750, and in Canada at LCBO they had it for $63. $63 for a 750 milliliter. Now, if you bought it in France, I don't know what it would be. I know most French cognac and French brandy is exported. They don't really drink a lot of it over there. I talked to someone that lives there, and she said, I don't really see people drinking brandy. She said some old people I see drinking it, old men at a bar, but she doesn't see a lot of young people drinking it. But she might have not been consciously saying, let me go look around and see who's drinking cognac, you see. Or any type of French brandy. Would I recommend it? I certainly would recommend it. Yes. I would give it a good score. Now, if you want an inexpensive, well, if you want an inexpensive French brandy that's going to come across pretty nice, you could look at the Saint-Remy VSOP. They have it at Walmart about, used to be a little lower, about $15, $16 a bottle, $7.50. And I think you'd be very pleased with it. I haven't seen the Saint-Remy V. I don't even know if they make a VS. I have seen the XO, Saint-Remy XO. Haven't bought it. Would like to. So American brandies that would rival this. Let's think. Let's think for a minute. Well, of course, it would kill the Hartley, the Hartley, the regular Hartley. They used to call it VS, but it's a regular Hartley, and the VSOP. Yeah, I mean that's $8 a bottle for a very good reason. For thinking of American VS, see the E and J be a little more rugged on the taste, a little more jagged. The Christian Brothers VS be less ragged, but still a little more harsher than this. And the Paul Masson VS, same thing, you know, kind of. But that's probably the mildest of those three big American brandies. That's the three. Guess I should mention Corbel. Corbel's probably bigger in the western states, not so big here. Haven't tried that one. I tried the XS. But the three big ones, Paul Masson, E&J, and the Christian Brothers, they're a little harsher and more ragged than this. They're good, I think. And then, of course, they're only about $10 to $12 to $13 a bottle. Say $10 to $13 a bottle for the VS expressions of those three. So this one you're talking about probably 3 times the price, and you're getting 3 times a better product. How about, okay, so now how does this stack up against the Hennessy VS and the Courvoisier VS? I think, I haven't done a blind taste test, I don't have those left, I drank through those. I think this might be just the slightest bit smoother, and I mean by almost a razor edge. You know, it's not a great difference. So if you're looking for Hennessy VS, Courvoisier VS, or the Martell, probably be on the safe side. I would just say shop price, because it's not going to be a great variation there on flavor and body and finish and aroma. So shop price, shop price. All right. But on its own merits, one more sip. I think you have to go with it. 90 out of 100, an A-. It's like just tipping into the excellent range, kind of coming in right there at the 90, A-. I would be curious to try the other expressions down the road if I ever get that chance. So yeah, I would recommend it. But like I say, chances of you getting this, you know, for this price per milliliter would be unlikely. Very unlikely. So thanks for watching this video production, and I'm going to end this cognac review by saying y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.